Question number 8, chapter review 2. The heights of 50 clover flowers are summarized in the table. Find Q1, Q3 and the interquartile range. So let's find Q1 and Q3. Before that, we need to find the cumulative frequency. So the cumulative frequency is 5, 15, 41, 49 and 50. Q1 will be 50 divided by 4, which is 12.5th frequency, and Q3 will be 3 by 4 of 50, which is 37.5th frequency. So let's draw the lines for interpolation here for Q1 and Q3. The 12.5th frequency lies in the second class interval. Hence, we will write the endpoints of the second class interval 95 to 100. The 37.5th frequency lies in the third class interval. Hence, we will write the endpoints of the third class interval 100 to 105. Here lies Q1 in between, and here lies Q3. And we write the cumulative frequency in the lower part of the line. So cumulative frequency in the class interval, we have 95 to 100. Before the class interval was 5, and at the end of the class interval is 15. So 5 and 15. And we are looking for 12.5th value. Now here we have 37.5th value, and that is, as we mentioned, in the third class interval. So the cumulative frequency up till the end of the second class interval was 15, and at the end of the third class interval 41. So 15 and 41, and we are looking for the 37.5th frequency. Let's write the calculation equation. Q1 minus 95 divided by 100 minus 95 is equal to 12.5 minus 5 and 15 minus 5. Q3 minus 100 divided by 105 minus 100 is equal to 37.5 minus 15 divided by 41 minus 15. So when we calculate Q1, we get 98.75, and Q3 we get 104.33. Therefore the interquartile range, so we have answered for part A, which is Q1, for part B, which is Q3, and now part C, which is interquartile range, and that is the upper quartile, which is 104.33 minus 98.75, that is 5.58, and that answers for C. We move on to part D. Part D, we need to find the standard deviation. So standard deviation is mean of the squares. So we take the squares and we find their mean by dividing them by the total frequency minus the square of the mean. So let's do that, and square root of all this. So we already have the squares here. 516,112.5, 516,112.5. So we find the mean of it. Subtract the mean 5075 divided by 50, 5075 divided by 50. So subtract the square of the mean, square root the whole thing, and we get our standard deviation as 4.47. That answers to part D.